What's good, Limbus Nation? We have some very exciting news. We have a lot of news. No new IDs or anything, but you know, it's a little bit. I'm a little late to the party on some of the news, so we have a lot of news to talk about. Um, you know, we're going all the way up till the Walpurgisnacht announcement. I know you've already seen it because it's. Oh my god, it's like 3 days old or something. Oh my god. That's like a century old in the modern day time, but you know, I didn't want to make a single like a video on Walpurgisnacht because that would just be weird. Needless video bloat. So you know, I'm going to be we're gonna be lumping it all into one video here. So what do we got on the agenda today? We have Bon Voyage Season 3 announcement. Very exciting. We have Arnold Schwarzenegger. Holy crap. Awesome. Uh, uh, we have, the update, of course, coming in a few days, naturally. There's a lot of stuff going on. Refraction Railway closure notice because of the incident. And then, you know, Halloween attendance and Walpurgisnacht, and I believe that is it. So, let's chill together and let's read some Project Moon announcement. So guide on season 3. They made one for season 2 as well. This is just the key, what's it called? I mean, it's not key art. It's like key art but for things. The timeline, I don't know. There's not really a timeline though. It's just their agenda for what they're planning on doing. So, you know, what happens when season 3 rolls over? Looks like mostly the same as season 2. When season 2 rolled over. So season 2 ego shards carry over. I'm sure it's in the announcement. There's an announcement for it, I imagine. On Steam. I don't know why it has to be on Steam, but we'll hop over there in a second. But yeah, gradual main story and battle pass updates. Surely this time around they'll handle the main story pacing a little bit better, because chapter 4's pacing was, you know, could stand to be improved. ID level cap increase. Luxcavation content changes, very exciting. Season 3 extractions, of course. Season 3 dispenser, of course. Purchasable ego and announcers from past season passes. We knew about the purchasable egos. We did not know about the announcers, though. That's actually interesting. That's actually really interesting. Okay. New package added, of course, so that's for people who pay, so all 0 of you. And then Mirror Dungeon number 3. Very exciting. So we'll hop right into the Steam announcement here. Let's take a little peek. So, Bon Voyage. That's gonna be me after this season ends, bro. I'm kidding, but, with the way Project Moon has been operating recently, I don't know. Okay, so, season 3, Bon Voyage, will commence on November 16th. Set your calendars, boys. Set your calendars. November 16th is the date. Content. Of course, we just went over all of the content. I don't have to read it again. So, guide on season changes. Ego shards. This is the same as last, I imagine, the last season. Half of the season's ego shards will be carried over, rounded up. Ego shard crates will be carried over in the same way, of course. And the other half of them will be, yeah, converted to thread. So, half of your ego shards will turn into thread, and the rest will get converted into season 3 shards. And then half of your crates will be converted to thread boxes, and then the other half will be carried over into season 3 boxes. So that's how it works. In case you were not around for season 1, that is how it works. So you basically get half of your storage, like half your inventory nuked, and the other half will carry over. But, I mean, you're gonna get an insane amount of thread. I don't know how you would ever use it all, but, you know, you'll get it. I prefer if you could choose between half of it getting converted to thread or getting converted to XP tickets. That would be kind of crazy. I would love that, because I have like 2,000 thread I'm approaching again. I have nothing to spend it on. And I just like really want XP tickets because they're not the easiest thing to get. So, anyways, yeah. So all the ego shard related stuff will get converted. Carryover of currencies will automatically occur the first time you log in. A pop-up will show. Yeah, naturally. Carryover will occur as soon as they're claimed. Yeah. Excuse me if I have the sniffles, by the way. Again, I just woke up recently. I get kind of like sickness symptoms for the first few minutes after I wake up. So, apologies. Gradual main story and battle pass updates, of course. These are the dates for the main story release. These are not super relevant. They happen when they happen. But the one thing we're really concerned about is November 16th. After that, it looks like what, every week? Every week they have a new story release. Sure, sounds good to me. I don't remember how it was in season 2. Was it every week or every other week? I don't remember, but every week seems about right. Accumulated pass levels are tracked regardless of gradual updates, of course. This is the same again. So if you level past like level 20, and it only unlocks up to level 20, let's say you get up to like level 30 worth of XP, but the pass is only unlocked. Excuse me. The pass is only unlocked up to level 20. Once the 23rd hits, you'll instantly level up to 30. So it will track your XP even though you can't claim the rewards immediately. Like it will know what level you're supposed to be. So don't worry. Max pass level rewards, of course, earned for leveling up pass are also kept track of. Yeah, same thing. Chapter 5 progression rewards and max pass level rewards will become available to claim on the 30th. Sure, makes sense. Identity level cap increase. Level 40. Awesome. With this increased level cap, a new item will be added to the game. Level boost ticket 4 raises an ID's level up to 40. Okay, sure. I kind of... Dude, I wish we had more tickets, man. XP Lux 4 and Thread Lux 3. Okay, cool. So we do get more XP Lux. Very exciting for me, because I'm fucking poor. Above images for demonstration purposes only, of course. Season 3, XP Lux 4 and Thread Lux 3 will be added naturally. Long time coming. Looks like Thread Lux number 4 is going to be with Season 2 Abnos, I imagine. So that's kind of neat, I guess. We're not fighting Apple forever. Oh, they're actually changing. They're actually changing it. Look, it's Sloth instead of just the apple, and then it's like the sin affinity that they are weak to. Okay, that's kind of neat. Of course, the guide on season changes in the dispenser. This looks exactly the same as before, so you know, just to give you the rundown. In season 2, the dispenser obviously has all of the regular IDs, all the season wait. This is the oh, this is extractions. My bad. This is the gacha. This is the gacha. Did they have the dispenser down here somewhere? Oh yeah, they do. Okay. So this is the gacha. Apologies. But yeah, you can I was like, hold on, season 1 IDs, what the hell? But yeah, you can still extract season 1 IDs, obviously, but you can't dispense them. That's the thing. And then obviously the season 2 stuff is added to the gacha pool because they should be. Gacha season 1 event stuff is removed from the gacha pool, so you can't pull Chef Ryoshu and like Soup Sinclair and stuff like that. And then season 2, it's gonna be the same thing, so you know how it is. I'm imagining this is a typo. There's no way this is season 2 event IDs and ego, and then like look look. Okay, season 2 event IDs and ego. Removed season 2 event IDs and ego. So this is a typo. It's supposed to be a 3. Same thing as season 1. You're not supposed to be able to pull those, unfortunately. So get them now or forever hold your peace. The following will be removed from all extraction. Yeah, except for what's it? Yeah. The following IDs and ego will remove it from all the shadow with the start of season 3, excluding season 2 assured extraction 3-star ID banners, of course. So yeah, all the event stuff. The dispenser will finally get the season 1 stuff. The season 1 event stuff. So if you missed out on Chef Ryoshu from Season 1, here you go. In Season 3, you'll be able to dispense them, which is very neat, of course. And now, Season 2 stuff, the event stuff in Season 2, will be locked away until Season 4. So if you don't have them, again, like Molar Ishmael and stuff, you have to pick them up if you can. Because in Season 4, Season 4 is the next time you're going to be able to pull them. Because just like the Season 1 event IDs, the event stuff in Season 3 will not be, or the event stuff from Season 2 will not be available in Season 3. You'll have to wait until Season 4, where it will roll over. So, there you go. Following will be removed from the dispenser catalog, of course, yeah. Season 2 IDs, obviously, get removed from here as well. So, you know, they're still pullable, though. Like, the thing is, these are not as pressing because they're still pullable. You can still pull these. You just can't dispense them, but at least they're still in the gacha. Season 3 dispenser, yeah, whatever. So Season 2 pass and ego, pass egos, rather. So you can finally dispense Sun Shower for yourself, which is neat. And then Season 1 IDs are going to return, of course. Dispenser, purchasable ego, announcers from the past season. Awesome. That's cool. So if you did not, if you're a free-to-play Andy, you can now buy the premium announcers. So that's cool. I don't remember if... No, Gregor was a free announcer in Season 1. I think Charon was the paid one, so... You know, if you already have Gregor, you have the best one. You don't have to worry about all the other ones. Am I right or am I right, though? Okay. New packages for those who pay. All 0 of you, of course. And then Mirror Dungeon 3 preview. Mirror Dungeon 3 will be added, of course. With the Mirror Dungeon 3 update, all Mirror Dungeons will be combined into one. With that, the Mirror of the Beginning and Mirror of Mirrors will no longer be accessible. So they're deleting Mirror Dungeon 1 and 2, and it's just going to be Mirror Dungeon 3. Combined Mirror Dungeon will be classified by difficulty, such as normal or hard. Okay. I mean, dude, when MD2 came out, who was running Mirror Dungeon 1? To be fair. And I imagine when Mirror Dungeon 3 comes out, no one's going to be running Mirror Dungeon 2. So, you know, I think that's a pretty smart idea, just to combine them all into Mirror Dungeon, instead of having, like, 1, 2, and 3, and then 4. You just have a Mirror Dungeon, and you update the Mirror Dungeon every single season, which makes a lot more sense, I think. F to all my people who were still grinding Mirror Dungeon 1 in Season 2, current year. I guess you're missing out. Get those farms in while you still can, boys. Season Pass XP may be partially adjusted in the process, of course, yeah. Starter buffs. Mirror Dungeon 3 starter buffs, which will be much more varied, so probably not just you get stat boost. Hey, +3 offense level. Plus defense. Hopefully they're a little more interesting. An option to turn off starter buffs on and off will be added to the game. Holy shit. There you go. Finally, it's about time. Excuse me. It's about time. Jesus. Okay. With every new season, Mirror Dungeon will be renewed to fit the themes of the new season. Yeah, so they're just going to update the Mirror Dungeon now, instead of having a new Mirror Dungeon every time. Makes sense. Starter buffs can also be renewed, with last season's starter buffs expiring and new season starter buffs being introduced to be filled out again. Sure. Please understand that Starlight accumulated from MD2 cannot be used for MD3. Okay, sure. So my, like, 2,000 Starlight's getting deleted. I wasn't using it for anything anyway, so I don't really care. But that's pretty awesome. All of this is mostly expected stuff that would come from a season transition in this game. All of this is very standard. Level cap increase, the dispenser and extraction updates. Luxcavation we are blessed with, though. That's pretty cool. And purchasing announcers is pretty cool. So now we have the scheduled update notice. Here we go. Target extraction, Rogia. Okay, sure. Additional rewards added. New decorative banner, new deco, ticket deco. Sure. Deco. Whatever. Oh, it's, yeah, okay. Makes sense. I was so confused, dude. I thought it was like a gacha ticket. Never mind. Acquisition. After meeting conditions, view the railway results screen and will immediately be added. Yeah, so this is the new banner and the new deco. I'm assuming it's deco. New episode and entrees, mini episode and new entrees for Dante's Notes. Mini episode. Okay, is that for Walpurgisnacht? I don't remember. Isn't Walpurgisnacht later? 26th. So I guess it's just a random little event, kind of like the April Fool's one, probably is what this is. The mini episode. Okay. Ego resource changes visibility updated. Gaining resources. Okay, so when you gain stuff, it's yellow, and when you lose stuff, it's red. I like that. Nice quality of life. Special VFX were added to Railway Line 2. Yeah, of course. For the list of banners and deco, you can see that these have been labeled with effect tags. Sure. Changed order of application for conditional effects with 2 or more targets fit the effect conditions. Affected choices, skill coin effects, passive buzz. Yeah. This was in the previous patch. They noted that this was something they wanted to do. So now your passives and stuff will target based on the order they were selected from the loadout menu. So now you don't have to guess who Ting Tang passive is going to go on and stuff, because it's like, ally with the highest sanity, you know? And it's like, okay, well, I have 5 people on 45 sanity, like, who the hell is the highest sanity? But now you can know, because it will prioritize people who are first in the loadout order, which is cool. So, you know, I've been using that in Railway, just to get accustomed to that idea. Obviously it's not out yet, but you know, I've been paying attention to it, so once it does launch, I'll be used to it already. Just trying to remember it for myself, because it is now it's something that's really important to remember to do. Because support passives obviously have a huge influence on your damage sometimes, so bugs, fixes. Did we skip one? I feel like there's 1 page of changes? For real? 1 page? Major changes. I guess there was. Okay. Just making sure I don't miss anything. Fix an issue where the data regarding most recent loadout order did not update. Okay. Fix an issue where upon entering stages with a main story intro, support IDs did not participate. Unfortunate for people still clearing the main story. Fix an issue where upon stage entry, certain support passives apply to incorrect targets because the condition calculations happen before the speeds of the units. Oh, that's part of the other bug fix, where they're putting it in the order of selection in the loadout screen. So that makes sense. Line 2 clear total appeared in a overly large font size in add a friend and send requests. That's funny. Fix an issue where making certain inputs in the oh yeah, the incident. The incident. One of these issues have been once these issues have been resolved. Okay, so known issues. I'm glad that they're starting to put known issues in into the patch notes. This is like the 2nd or 3rd time they've done it, I think. Known issues is such a good addition to the patch notes, because this is like communication with the player base, saying what they're going to do in the future. I highly appreciate this, because it's like, yeah, these are things that we're working on, which is very, very cool. An issue when a notice or dispenser pop-up will appear when the banner was showing a red exclamation symbol. The symbol would overlay on top of the pop-ups. Okay. Sure, so your alerts were kind of... There was a layering bug. What I'm imagining here is, like, there's a layering issue with the UI element of the exclamation mark on notifications. I don't know. An issue where clash probabilities were incorrectly displayed in focused encounters. Oh, not again. After activating a skill that was already matched with an enemy skill, activate residence with a different non-adjacent skill and attempt to match with a different enemy. The game will recognize that as abs res. Okay. Issues purely visual. Sure. I'm glad that they at least paid attention to it. And then, oh, it just keeps going. Oh my goodness. An issue where the coin flip percentages for abnos with SP were not recognized. What do you mean by this? abnormality enemies with SP in the upcoming updates will be affected. Because we do not want to change the experience for our players, and because the enemies have been balanced based on current coin percentages, changing the enemy's coin values may provide a different experience. Yeah, I mean, that's true. Therefore, currently existing focused encounter enemies with SP will not be affected by this update. Okay. That's strange. So I guess they're just gonna be 50%, I imagine. Because the issue where coin flip percentages for abnos with sanity were not recognized, I imagine that means that if it's an abno with sanity, their coin flip percentage did not reflect the sanity value that they had. Because a while back, there was a bug where abnos could gain and lose sanity, like invisibly, because abnos don't have sanity values normally. So there was a bug where they could invisibly gain and lose sanity, and it would impact their coin flips. So they did this change to bug fix it, which made it so that, you know, they couldn't gain and lose sanity, so there was locked at 50-50 chance to flip coins, right? And I imagine that now that there are abnos with sanity, it's conflicting with that previous change. So now some of them are failing to recognize that, like, hey, I'm an abno, but I am supposed to change my coin flip values. So now it's just bugged. An issue where if at the point which the mini episode is updated, the player did not meet its unlock conditions, but met the conditions later, then watch the mini episode will still play automatically upon startup. Is that a bug? Whatever. Okay, sure. I'm not a game dev. And that looks like that's it. Where the hell am I? Oh, I'm in the thread. I was like, dude, what the hell? They're retweeting a lot of fan art. And then I think the closure notice is the only thing left. No, there's Walpurgisnacht too. And whatever this is. Oh, this is the apology, I think. Machine translation was used, yeah. Okay. We don't have to read that, but we should read the closure notice. Of course. Hello, this is Project Moon. In order to prevent Refraction Railway Line 2 error from being used to gain banners and rewards in an abnormal manner, we have decided to temporarily close Refraction Railway Line 2 until October. We'll hop over to Steam, actually. I'm pretty sure they have more information over here. Nope, they actually do not. My bad. I know they have more information somewhere, because I remember seeing it, but I don't remember. We have identified the cause of the error in question, but fixing it requires a client build. Because client builds can be deployed only after passing store reviews, the issue cannot be corrected before the scheduled update. This may lead to additional incidents of exploiting the error. To prevent such an incident, we have decided to temporarily close Line 2 until the 19th. Makes sense. Continue your run once Line 2 opens. I hope so. We will provide you with an additional notice detailing our additional measures regarding this error today. Sincerely apologize, of course. So, yeah. Makes sense. All good. I understand. Understandable. I remember there was information somewhere. Dude, where was it, man? Do I have to seriously go on Discord for this? That's so annoying. There was information regarding, like, specifically what runs are going to be deleted and whatever, and like the actual maintenance compensation and stuff. I don't know where it is, bro. Maybe I'm just blind. I can smell the comp. Whoopsies. But yeah, like, I mean, it makes sense. 99.99% of players do not have to worry about it, but clearly I'm not in the 99.99, so, you know, I'm just built diffy. And then we have Walpurgisnacht. This is old news for most people, but you know, if you wanted to hear me talk about it, then feel free. So this is going to be the Nostalgia Bait event. For those who do not know, we'll go over the new IDs and Ego in a bit, but for those who do not know what Walpurgisnacht is, you've been living under a rock, I suppose. The Walpurgisnacht event is basically going to be bringing back stuff from LobCorp, Ego pages from LOR, guests from LOR, and then stuff from Distortion Detective. I haven't read Distortion Detective. I haven't played LobCorp. I've played most of LOR, so I kind of know my stuff a little bit, maybe. It's an extraction season where various characters and elements from the wider PM universe, the Project Moon cinematic universe, can appear. So they're bringing back some retro stuff. While the periods between the events may vary, our current goal is to hold at least one every quarter, so once every roughly 3 months. In the future, we will plan to add event-specific stories and unique combat encounters to the game. I am all for more events in this game, because the content drought on live service games is kind of an issue, obviously, and they have Project Moon has so much potential in terms of what they could bring that I think more events is better. I like events. I'm a big fan. It keeps me playing the game, so you know. Because otherwise I'm just logging in, making modules, doing my XP Lux, slaving away in Thread Lux, and then logging off. Like, it's kind of boring. So I like events. Even if it's just a gacha event. I don't know if there's going to be stages and a sub-chapter for Walpurgisnacht specifically, but that would be cool if there was. This event was planned to demonstrate interesting scenarios involving numerous characters and stories that have appeared previously, of course, such as Abno hunts and specialized teams made purely of IDs using LobCorp gears. Interesting. Very cool. Please look forward to Walpurgisnacht events. I sure do look forward to them. Event description. Walpurgisnacht. Target extractions will be featured. Of course, this is the gacha. The extractions will have increased extraction ID rates for IDs and Ego for the active Walpurgisnacht event. During the event period, Walpurgisnacht IDs and Ego will be extractable from other banners, save for season relevant, of course, yeah. However, they will not receive increased rates for those extractions. So, they're going to be in the global pool, but if you want to pull them, the increased rate banner is the Walpurgisnacht banner, sure, makes sense. During the event period, Walpurgisnacht IDs and Ego will be extractable. Yeah, they just said that. Extraction rates will be identical, of course. All Walpurgisnacht IDs and Ego will no longer be available from any of extractions once the event period ends. Very cool. Okay, so very limited stuff. They're finally figuring out FOMO is a good tool, of course. And then Dispenser, Egos, and ID featured in the currently ongoing Walpurgisnacht event cannot be purchased from the Dispenser. That's a new one! Finally, something to use lunacy on, because I'm sitting on like 30k almost now, with nothing to spend it on, so that's awesome. Finally, Jesus. Finally, a reason for me to use my lunacy that I've been saving up. I like gambling. I know you're going to be like, wah. It's because you're spoiled, okay? Welcome to gacha games, bro. You're spoiled on how generous the dispenser is. Let's be completely honest, bro. The fact that we can get IDs without having to gacha a single time is a problem. You know, not for me. I love it, but it's a problem for monetization and stuff. It's not like I'm white knighting a fucking company like a corporation. Don't get it twisted, okay? I'm not protecting them, being like, they need it for profits. That's not what I'm saying. But I like gambling, and this is a pretty major aspect of the game that I'm missing. So I'm excited for it just because I already have lunacy. Obviously, if you don't have lunacy saved up, F. Hey, I'm sorry. I sincerely sorry, honestly. But for me personally, hey, finally something to gamble on. Jesus. During the next Walpurgisnacht event, IDs and Egos from previous ones are made purchasable from the dispenser. Okay, that's cool. So in like roughly 3 months, you'll be able to get it again. 3 months is not that long, to be honest. So, and I don't think there's going to be much relevant content that gets released in 3 months. So, I think we're chilling. So, that's fine. IDs and Egos will be purchasable from the dispenser during Walpurgis only. They will not be featured in the dispenser outside the event period. Okay. During the second Walpurgisnacht, IDs and Ego from the first one will be purchasable, but not the new IDs from the second. Makes sense, yeah. So it's like a mini-season, kind of. Okay. And they'll be labeled differently. Walpurgisnacht 1. Okay, sure. New mini-episode. Is that like... Is that mini-episode as in, like, content? No, that would be like a sub-chapter, right? Or something like that. Not like a mini episode is story only, I'm pretty sure. But yeah, I'm very excited for this event. I'm sure there are people who are more excited than me, because they probably played LobCorp and stuff and like enjoy Library of Ruina a lot more than I did, so or I am, because it's my, you know, I haven't finished the game, but, you know, so, you know, I'm sure there's people who are more excited than me, but I'm still very excited for this. 3-star ID is going to be Lobotomy Ego Regrets. 2 stars, the Hook Office Fixer. And then, the new Ego is a Tet tier for Regret. I think Regret is the... Regret is from... it says Lobotomy Ego, so it's a Lobotomy Corp, obviously, Abno. I think it's the Forsaken Murderer, I think. I'm just trying to remember the Ego page, or the Abno page. I think it's Forsaken Murderer. Right? I'm pretty sure. Because his Ego page is called Regret, right? Deck. No, hold on. Floor of Technological Sciences. Ego pages. Yeah, it is! Dude, I'm so good. I'm so good at this. But yeah, I mean, this one is pretty broken. Never used it myself, obviously. But, I mean, this page goes hard, so... You know, if it's anything like that, I'm expecting the Ego to be the Regret Abno page. I'm assuming the Ego is going to be the Abno page, and this is going to be using the Lobotomy Corp Ego that you can get from Forsaken Murderer, I think. That's my hunch. And Hook Office? Dude, I don't even know who Hook Office is. Hook Office. Tai-Yin, McCullen, and Naoki. Dude, I don't remember a single one of these characters. Surely this is Gregor, right? He's got, like, the bug arms. I don't know. Dude, I don't know what these guys even are. He's the leader of the Hook Office. Former Syndicate is now a Fixer. What cards do you have? Yeah, these are terrible. No wonder I don't remember them. Okay. I mean, less excited for Hook Office Fixer. Obviously, I don't know. I don't even know who they are. But yeah, it looks like Faust. By the way, they leaked it, apparently. Looks like Faust is going to be the one getting the 3-star ID, so that's very exciting. She did just get an ID, the 7 section one, so, you know, okay, Faust fans are eating. That's cool, I guess. I mean, it's, I'm not disappointed. It's just interesting. So yeah, I think that's it. I think that's it. Yeah. Hold on. I'll pause the recording and I'm gonna pull up the, other, stuff about the, Refraction Railway Line 2 closure notice and, like, what they're gonna be doing with, what's it called? What they're going to be doing with the scores, the illegitimate scores. So, you know, because I want to be thorough, of course, so we're gonna just chill out for a little bit here. Okay, we're back. I managed to find it. Apparently this is either on their Twitter somewhere and I'm blind, or it's just not on their Twitter, but I found it. So, you know, this is the full notice on the incident, the bug. Recently, we have identified an issue where an abnormal amount of damage could occur due to a glitch. Yeah. We would like to inform you of the measures we will take regarding Line 2 records. The cause, in-game data was not initialized properly when selecting skills and designating targets. While we were conducting encounter tests, we did not consider making those inputs. Yeah, I don't think anyone did, so, I mean, that's fair. It's just really, really sad. Like, really funny, but stupid. Replicated and identified the cause, so I'm sure that they're fixing it. Hopefully, they're sure they are fixing it. So that's cool. Regret to inform that due to technical limitations, it's difficult for us to 100% identify cases in which records were made using the glitch. I understand. Because of technological inadequacies and lack of time, we have not been recording detailed combat logs. We'll gradually expand the amount of recorded info, particularly combat logs, so that no similar issue will occur again. Sure. Therefore, we are unable to identify whether certain records have exploited the glitch or not. We have instead decided to use total turns as metric to measure whether a glitch has been used or not, and withdraw the record and rewards. Since we are currently recording the total damage dealt, we can also use that as our metric to determine if an abnormal amount of damage has been dealt. If it has, the records will be withdrawn. We apologize for being unable to use the combat logs to identify accounts who have exploited this error. Sure. Unfortunate, but whatever. Considering that RR was content focused on challenging and achieving higher records, the glitch must have muddled the sense of fairness. Yes, indeed. It definitely did. It definitely was disappointing for me. I actually really liked the glitch. I feel like a lot of people did. But the fact that you could use it in Railway was a big problem. Like, I did it for I just did it with, like, my mirror dungeon just for fun. And it was, like, an insane amount of fun. But, like, using it in Railway is kind of scummy. So, yeah, I don't really condone this behavior. We'll make changes so that combat logs will be made available for us. Yeah, of course. Sure. So the updates, while we can immediately fix the Steam platform, mobile will have to go through the app review process, of course. Cannot submit another separate error fix build for review at the moment, as it would cause issues with our October 19th build. Makes sense. In order to abide by the schedule, in order to apply the fix, we have to decided to deploy the fix on every platform on 19th. Sure. Now collect detailed turn-by-turn combat encounter logs. Dude, I imagine this is gonna be hell for them on their servers. Dude, imagine, like, tracking millions of people every single turn that they take. Like, Jesus Christ, man. That's gonna be hell for them. I don't know how they're gonna do it, but that sounds fucking crazy. We'll gradually expand the types of, okay, sure. Particularly for content with emphasis on Railway, we will take more detailed logs. If errors are to occur, we can make more refined measures. Sure. Okay. Total turns. We're going to be going through Refraction Railway Line 2, total turn clear records for each account. Okay. Also, we will go through total damages of every deployed identity for every cycle. If an ID has caused disproportionately high amount of damage, far beyond estimations, the rewards will be withdrawn. Okay, we are currently verifying the amount of possible damage. Of course, turn records are as follows. Sure. So these are the abnormal turn records. Your run will get deleted and your rewards will be rescinded if your records are anywhere, like, lower than these or around these. My current run, like, I'm personally worried because my current run's nowhere close to 58, dude. That's fucking crazy. 58? I'm not even close to 58 on Cycle 5. I am on Cycle 5 on my current run. I'm, like, almost done with it, actually. It takes fucking forever, though, to find the time and motivation. Especially the motivation to do it, because Railway 2 fucking blows, bro. But, I'm nowhere close to 58. But, like, I don't know, dude. I don't know. I'm kind of scared that my run's gonna get nuked. We're sub 90 right now. I'll say that. I'm not gonna say the exact number, because the run isn't done yet. But I'm 100% sub 90. But, like, this is scary for me. I don't know. I mean, it's like, dude, I should have nothing to be worried about. But, like, I don't know, dude. If I wasted, like, fucking 2 weeks of my life or something, like, on this shit, I'm going to be so upset if they just delete my run. Oh my god. Considering the Line 2 systems where Abno's abilities and skills are saved, we have determined that it is impossible to clear every stage within 2 turns of in a single cycle. That is true. We have been keeping records of total turns for the same cycle in which the final boss was defeated. We've been keeping records of total turns for the same cycle in which the final boss is... Well, we regrettably have not kept a record up to which station the player may have played. Really? What the hell? That's strange. Okay. Therefore, we have determined that records that spent 2 turns or less on each station before the final cycle, and the terminus may constitute, abnormal clear records. We have determined that records that spent 2 turns or less on each station before the final cycle, and the terminus. Okay. Past cycle 5, however, it's difficult for us to determine since buffs will begin to stack. Yeah, I mean, that makes sense. What does this mean? We have determined that records have spent 2 turns or less on each station before the final cycle and the terminus. Isn't the final cycle just the terminus? I thought it was just one... I thought it was just one stage. Cycle 5 is just one stage, right? I don't know what that means. Again, I probably shouldn't be worried, but I'm low-key kind of worried. Because some of the stages do get, like, 2-turned. Like, a fair few of them, you know? A fair few of them get 2-turned. Off the top of my head, Totem Pole, Steam Engine, Wayward Passenger, is there another one? I'm trying to remember. Centipede potentially can, but, like, it's spotty. The setup is spotty for the 2-turn. Usually it's, like, a 3. I don't know, but, yeah, like, there are a solid amount of stages that can get 2 turns, so I'm, like, I don't know. I probably shouldn't be worried, but I'm low-key kind of worried. Past cycle 5, yeah. We'll make sure to collect more logs in the future, of course. Accounts with records that match the above conditions will be met with following measures. Line 2 clear rewards that have been identified as abnormal will be deleted. Sure. Line 2 clear records and banners that have been acquired from clear records have been identified as abnormal will be deleted, okay? The error compensation given out via the mailbox will be withdrawn. That's funny. So, I think, what is it? It's 1,300, so minus 1,300. Oh well. Sincerely apologize to all users who have played through our content normally, blah blah blah, yeah. There's so many managers who are putting in time and effort for better Line 2 records, yet our inadequate systems has caused the records to lose credibility. Very true. Sincerely apologize for causing a sense of loss and disappointment to many managers who have spent much time and effort playing Line 2. We will strive further to be a game service that can provide a smooth experience, of course. The main thing I'm worried about, personally, is, like, go through total damage if an idea has caused a disproportionately high amount of damage. Like, what is a disproportionately high amount of damage? Because depending on your strategy, like, you're going to be using the same, like, 3 DPS units that kind of rotate between each other. And they're going to be doing the majority of the damage. Let's say, hypothetically, like, there's 2 main strategies. It's, like, charge turbo or, like, sinking turbo. And then there's, like, kind of a hybrid strategy in between. But for the most part, it's charge or sinking. Charge turbo is, mostly W Ryoshu and W Don. And they're going to be doing, like, 70, like, collectively, like, 60 to 70% of your damage or something, like, I feel like. They're, like, 90% of stages you bring them, and it's, like, they do most of the damage. So, like, I don't know, at the end of the run, like, what if W Ryoshu did, like, 25% of total damage, like, in the run? Like, that's what I'm scared of. And then for sinking, it's, like, Isang dealing about, like, 40% of the damage or something because of sinking deluge, right? Because sinking deluge damage gets attributed to Spice Push, so he's going to be doing, like, an insane amount of damage proportionally to everyone else. So is that going to count, like, as disproportionately high? Like, I don't know, but, you know, this has me worried more than the turn count thing. The turn count thing, I mean, these are, like, fucking impossible, like, genuinely. There's no way. There's just no way. Like, Cycle 1, 8, like, that's crazy. Like, I don't know, 58 total at the end is, like, absolutely disgusting. So, yeah, that's pretty obvious. I'm not worried about the turn records, but, I'm worried about the damage dealt, because this is a, like, pretty subjective, I feel like. This is pretty subjective, so, you know, that has me worried, because some runs, especially, like, the false positives are going to be the scary part. Not just for me, but, like, I've seen other runs that are obviously better than mine right now, and, like, dude, some of them are fucking crazy, bro. So if there's false positives, like, that's going to be so bad. If there's false positives, especially overseas, because the main low-turning community is overseas. So if there's false positives, holy shit, they're gonna get torn apart overseas by, like, the Chinese and Japanese community. especially, and maybe probably the Korean community too. Like all of the Asian communities are going to fucking flip if there's false positives on their low turns, because some of them have insanely good runs. So, you know, I mean, that's kind of scary, not just for myself, but for the other low turners who are, you know, who enjoy Railway 2 more than I do, and they've put in more time than I have. That's very scary for them, I think, because the line between abnormal turn records and abnormal damage for a cheated run and a legitimate run, I feel like is less ambiguous than you might think. Uh, or more ambiguous than you might think. It's not exactly cut and dry, for the most part. You know, if you're overkilling, like, Shock Centipede by, like, 2 million damage, then yeah, that's pretty obvious. But, like, I don't know. So, and then again, like, records that spent 2 turns or less on each station before the final cycle, I don't even know what this means. Like, whatever. uh, is it, like, on each like, is your account going to get flagged if you spent 2 turns or less on a certain amount of stations? Or is it, like, every single station you spent 2 turns or less? So, like, if you spend 2 turns or less on every single station on the final cycle, then it's like, okay, yeah, that's pretty obvious. But what if, like, I 2-turn half of the stations, right? Like, if I 2-turn, like, half of the stations, does that count as, like, being flagged? I hope not. But then it's like, what if a cheater decided to 3-turn a single stage? Does that protect their account from getting flagged, or what? Like, I don't know. Again, it's on them, because their ability, like, their methods of, like, gathering data on runs is very bare bones. So they're doing the best with what they have. But, like, I don't know, this has me worried for multiple reasons. And it's not just for myself. It's for, like, false positives on everyone else. For the most part, that's what I'm worried about. Because if they have false positives, and someone's, like, sub 80 run gets deleted, holy shit, that's going to be very, very, bad PR for Project Moon. That's going to be really bad. So, I don't know, but that has me worried more than anything. Also, of course, my own run. Like, you know, even though I really should have nothing to worry about, I wish I could check my damage. I wish I could check my damage chart before I finish the run, so that I can see, like, yeah, you know, my Ryoshu is doing a strange amount of damage compared to every other ID. Like, I don't know. But, I don't know. That has me kind of worried. But, you know, on that note, kind of a grim note now that I think about it to end the video on. But, yeah, on that note, we're going to be finishing it there. So, yeah, I don't know. Let me know what you think. If you abuse the bug, you know, let me know if you had fun with it. I had fun with it. I'm just going to admit I used it in Thread Lux and I used it in Mirror Dungeon. Okay, so and it was pretty fun. Like, dude, just doing Thread Lux in one turn is just it saves so much time. Like, holy fuck. So, you know, I'll admit it. I used the bug. But I don't want my run to get deleted on Railways, so obviously I did not use it in Railways, so. But yeah, let me know what you think about everything. Like, let me know what you think about the bug situation. Let me know what you think about Walpurgisnacht. I'm sure a lot of people are excited for that too. And also, season 3 is around the corner. It's approximately a month away, so get excited. Get excited. But yeah, until next time, hey, peace.